Hi traders, this is Focus Trader and welcome to the third video about our BOS strategy using our BOS Trader tool, which is a tool in Tradingview, and I'll be showing you our approach and the strategy we use every day to trade. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get into it and let me show you our third filter. The third filter is called differently. Sometimes I call it a confirmation from the left, but mainly it will be named in this BOS Trader indicator like zone confirmation. So what this zone confirmation is and how to use it and how to utilize it to enter or not enter our trades. Let me hide this indicator and let me show you it in the plain sight. Okay, so we see charts, and what we are trying to do is to mark areas where we expect market to reverse. So as you may know, many people, or actually most of the people, use some sort of support and resistance levels. So you will draw something like, I don't know, this. Maybe you will draw something like this. You see the price reacting to this level, then it went through, here is another reaction, and here are a reaction from the opposite side. So this is something that most of the people will draw, and I will show you something that is a bit different. It's not unusual, it's a concept very well known in the trading industry, but there are lots of ways to use it, and I will show you several approaches that you may use to trade smart money concepts and liquidity grabs with this indicator and with these zones. So what we want to see in the chart is the area of consolidation, and then we will mark it as a zone where we are seeking for entries. So for example, here you see there are candles consolidating. The market goes sideways, the candles are small, the market is in rotation. So we would expect that a lot of volume will be accumulated here, a lot of orders, and then market will have the tendency to react on this volume that is gathered here. So there are several ways to visualize it. I will show you first the version without any paid Tradingview plan to just draw it on your chart, but then I will show you how we can use volume indicators that are inbuilt in this in the Tradingview app. Okay. So let me mark the area where there are a lot of candle bodies, the small bodies, and it may be drawn like this because you see there are a lot of candles here and also some here. You see also this expansion there, but this expansion is there just to grab some liquidity, and I wouldn't expect that much volume will be gathered there. Maybe there was when the market was rejecting, but still I will be using this volume as a reference, and I will just make this longer like so. And then I will be looking for reaction in this area, and I will show you what trades will our BOS Trader tool display there. Also, you see very nice consolidation there, and here it will be a bit tricky because you see this double top, these candles, which is basically unfinished auction from market profile theory. But if you see something like this false expansion, you just draw the main area where the most of the candle bodies are. So you will draw it like so. The wicks are just wicks, there's not much volume there, and these false expansions also I wouldn't expect market to be there for a very long time. Okay, so I will expand this and I will expect to seek market reaction there. Then let's continue, and we see something like this kind of consolidation, the rotation. So I will draw also a zone here and just continue this to here. Okay, and let's continue. I see also some consolidation there. So let me draw area like this. Also, I will take this as a false expansion, but when I make this longer, you see that this zone was already tested and reacted. So I can delete this because it is no longer valid. This is a rule that we use. So when area is tested, it ends up and no continuation there is expected. Okay, and let's continue. Here you see very nice consolidation. The consolidations usually happen in New York when there is a sideways movement, or in Asia overnight where the price doesn't move at all. Okay, so I will draw something like this, and as you can see, the market went through it. The grab liquidity, perhaps of Asia, it's liquidity of Asia, then went to the opposite side and then retested here by this candle. So this is again no longer valid, and I could continue. I will just do one more area here and then we'll go to other way how to see it. Okay, again, there was some reaction there, then the market grabbed liquidity, grabbed this liquidity and continue to the upside. So this is the first option how to do this. I will also do this recent reaction. You see there is a reaction, so let me see if I can see something there, and I see these candles, but the reaction was happening already here, this one, so I wouldn't expect another reaction there. And you see that the reaction was just a minor reaction, and then the market continues up. Okay, here you could see also consolidation and reaction. So this is how you can, this is the first way that you can display these kinds of zones. So let me delete those and let me show you second approach. This second approach is with an indicator that is available in paid plans on Tradingview, and it is PVP, meaning periodic volume profile, but you can just type into indicators PVP and you will see it. And this is my settings currently. I see that I have set it for futures. So let me show you settings for forex. So first things, the period will be 1 day. The default settings I think is bar, so just put in 1 day. And then the rows layout will be ticks per row, because forex markets are or the Tradingview gains data from ticks, upticks and downticks. So just select ticks per row, and you need to set your row size to like 10 ticks, which is basically 1 pip. So if I do it, you will see that this one bar sort of is 1 pip. If I set this to 1, it will be 1 tick. So you will see that it is much smaller. There are 10 small bars in 1 pip. If I zoom in a lot, you will see it. But the volume data or tick data on Tradingview are aggregated, so you won't get any better picture with this. And also there is exception for gold. And let me show you. You see the red problem in the indicators. So let me go to settings, and you will need to increase this because gold has very big tick size. So when you put in 100, you will see basically the same thing as 1 pip, because gold has different multiplication. So I have this turned on, and immediately you will be able to spot the volume or consolidation areas much more clearly. For example, like this. You see very nice consolidation there, very nice volume. So I will draw my zone like so. And there are also other zones. The one is, for example, here. I see when there is a big difference between the previous and the next volume. So you want to see sort of big steps there. And when you see big steps, that's the area that I will be interested in. Again, you can see that there is low volume node here and low volume node here. So there is a big steps. This is new accumulation area. So if I prolong that, you will probably see that this volume was gathered in this candle. And then you see how market retested it with this, some sort of pin bar, I guess. So this volume is already tested. So I will delete this and draw it like so. And let's go to here, and you can see there is a consolidation there, and there is a step in volume or the value area here like so. And that's probably it. Okay, so this will be the zone where I will be looking for market reaction. Maybe, of course, it will be also order block from smart money concepts, but who knows? And let me mention also that we are currently on 30-minute time frame, which is my main time frame to set my zones. So we see how it's done for gold, and now let me show you how it's done for forex pairs. You see this size of this volume bars are crazy, so we need to lower it down to like 1 pip. You could also use 5 ticks to be more precise, but 10 ticks, meaning 1 pip, is usually enough. And let's stay with Euro USD, and let's see what we see, if we see any consolidations that haven't been tested yet. And we see this one. So there is the area like this, and let me mark it to you. I'm looking at this hill of volume, right? And let's continue, and let's have a look. There is a volume here. I'm looking on this hill area, okay? And I will draw my zone like so. And if we see any other, you see these candles and this volume there. If I draw it like so, and again I will highlight, I'm looking for this hill of volume, and you can see that the reaction was already done, so it's finished. So I'm no longer interested in this distribution. And let me go here, and this is something I will go much more depth for subscribers on our Discord, which I also am. You can go to the description of this video and you will see the invite link. So I'm inviting you to our private Discord and you will get much more information there. But when you see this consolidation and the market goes through it without any reaction, there is high probability that the market will make some reaction on retest from the opposite side. So if I prolong that, you see maybe this bar was the reaction for this volume, and also the market reversed there after it closed this gap. And if we draw the other area, you see there is a hill here. So I will prolong that, and don't bother if you have too much zones close to each other, because BOS Trader 2 will filter all the unnecessary trades. But this is in Asia, so you won't be able to trade it, or this is the end of New York maybe, and this is the beginning of New York. So this first reaction might be traded, this second one, who knows. And let's go here, and we see another volume hill like so. And if I extend, this could be taken as a reaction for that, but it isn't precise, so still there might be some reaction there. So I will still make it valid because it didn't touch and didn't go there and reacted directly from there. This was a reaction for this imbalance and the liquidity grab from this section. This London liquidity grabbed here. Okay, and I won't continue. Maybe there is just one very interesting area here. Even though it is tested by this candle, in the first option I showed you that I won't be interested anymore, but since there is very bullish movement here, I expect that a lot of bullish orders will be there. So the buying power of smart money or banks will provide some possible reaction there still. So I will leave it there. Okay, so this is the second option. I will show you also one very interesting enhancement for you to be more objective, and you can just go here and click this, and now you will see only the volume distributions. So the other option you have is to just draw this volume distribution like so, and for example I see very nice distribution there. You see it? And then let me just change its colors for us to know which ones were done now. And let's turn on our charts and let's see if it is truly valid area to seek some reaction. Well, this was a gap close, fair value gap closure here, and the market reaction. So this I think won't have any more reaction power, so I will delete it. But I will explain this situation because it's very interesting. I will explain it further. And again, we use mainly our BOS Trader tool to filter our trades, so we can leave the zone there, because still we could have some very nice trade there if every other filter works for you. So we have also other videos for other filters. This is the third part of the series about our trading system, our trading strategy. Okay, so we see very nice reaction, precisely where we expected to, but again, there was market going down and it already tested this area here. So there is a lower probability that market will make some reaction there, but still we see reaction there, so perfect. So I will hide this periodic volume profile, and I will go to 1 minute and turn on our BOS Trader tool, and let's see what we see. Okay, we see some possible sell action here, but this is a consolidation. There is no selling imbalance, so this enter is immediately not valid according to concept we have. So let me just show you. I will turn on this display table with the rules, and I will show just the filters that we went already through. And it will take a while for table to display, and it's not visible very well. So let me change colors to, I don't know, this one, and the text will be okay, perfect. And we don't see any reaction there. The first things that I'm going to change is the setting of the BOS Trader, because this is currently set to default. So my settings will be to fixed mode, and I'm working with 10 to 30 sometimes 15. It depends on the market and its volatility and the specifics. So I will just put there 10, which will display very high number of liquidities. So I will see many opportunities to enter my position, and you see what was happening there. So there is a liquidity grab. The liquidity here is still resting, so this is not something that I will be looking at because this position will be endangered by this liquidity there. The market could continue to the upside. But again, you see, and let me place this here, you see that there was perfect reaction on area of interest with beautiful engulfing pattern there with imbalance. So this will be a perfect discretionary entry, but nevertheless the boss trader didn't show us any entry until here. But here we are lower than the previous high, which is some sort of fail pattern, but I won't be talking too much about this. Just to mention, we are currently in the inside range of a market. Let me explain. This is our range, and we want the signals to appear on the highest in the range. You don't want it to be internal, because internal liquidity grabs are weaker than the external one from the higher time frames. Okay, so this is not something that I will be looking at, but still this will be a winning signal. And that's it for this area. And let me continue here, and we see the perfect reaction there with strong imbalance. So right now we could be looking for entries, and maybe until the end of the video I will show you also a possible entry there. And actually, as you can see, there are a lot of areas of interest drawn there. So according to this, I will change my settings to 20, and thus I will get not so much liquidity lines, and the charts will be a bit clearer. And still it's not enough for me, so I will go with 30. And let me wait for a while, and some liquidity lines should disappear. Still calculating. Sometimes it takes a while, sometimes because the script is very robust, it bugs and you need to switch between time frames to make it work again. But finally we see our result. We see beautiful liquidity there. It was grabbed. There is some liquidity here, but there is a zone, and we see area of interest, and we see perfect imbalance. So this is very strong movement, and we are looking for entry signals there. From discretionary point of view, this bar could be taken as an entry signal because it has very strong reaction of sellers. There is a very big up wick, so this is possible. This is possible entry signal. So we'll see how it went or how it goes. Okay, and that was me explaining you three ways to draw the zones. So let me again make a recap of those. So I will go again to 30 minutes. The first option was to draw just the consolidation areas where there are a lot of bars. So it was happening here, it was happening here, it was happening here, it was happening here. The other option is using PVP, and there is also other option that I'm using the most, and it's more discretionary, but it provides better result, and that is creating or drawing fixed volume profiles. So when I'm seeking for the areas where I'm expecting to look for trades, I draw the fixed volume area like so, for example, and then I'm discretionary deciding which areas I like and what I expect market to do there. So you can see that there is the start of distribution here, and the distribution ends here. Then there is a secondary distribution there, which usually is after this major distribution. So you could expect some sort of reactions there, and also you can expect the reactions in this area. But if you want to make it more precisely, you can go with lines and marking your low volume nodes like this. This is the area where there is lowest volume, and also this area is very interesting, and also bars. This area is very interesting. I'll be going much more in depth for our subscribers about this, but let me just show you this. And there is also other concepts to view these volume areas. There is also the low volume sort of period or zone in this distribution, which is basically from the point of control to the lowest volume point. And these areas are very high probability of market reversals, as you see here, or at least some sort of market reactions. But let me go to 1 minute and let me see if there were some possible entries here. And again, let me turn on boss trader tool, and you see there is a line here, and there is buy signal there. There is a liquidity here, so this will be very nice long, like so. So 2.2 risk reward ratio there immediately. This buy signal is too long after the AOI is generated, so I'm not interested in that, and also it didn't test it our level. And also we have a level here, and you see there is a consolidation, but then we come to the test. The liquidity is grabbed of this blue line, and there is strong imbalance, and then we see our buy signal. The first one is here together with this area of interest, and the target is this liquidity. So again, I can place my long. I will place stop loss below this low, or you could make it below this area of interest or below this formation where you will get lower risk reward ratio, or you could use volume. There are lots of ways, so I'll be going in depth about this in later videos, but just let me mark it like so. And you see that there is possible 2.76 risk reward ratio right there. And then this level was tested in Asia, so perhaps this could be your entry if you are trading Asia session. Let me try to display something there. This is the other tool that we are using, and this is not limited by session. And you see that the area of interest was here, and there is an imbalance. So this buy signal or this buy signal, this is too late after the AOI is generated, but this buy signal was probably valid because of this imbalance. But I don't like that it is too high. I like to see a pullback when I look, so I would like to see some pullback here into this area of interest, not taking the signal on the top side of the area of interest, if you understand what I mean. Okay, so these are several ways that you can use this BOS Trader tool we have to trade, to seek your own entries and to confirm them. So again, let me summarize or recap. I've presented you so far with 3 filters. The first one was liquidity grab. The second one was market dynamics, which means the strength of price action, the imbalances in candles and the size of the candles, the volatility in candles. And the third part was or is in this video the volume zones or the areas where I'm expecting to see some market reaction. And also no reaction is also reaction, because you can expect retest happening from the opposite side. Okay, so these are the basic 3 ways we can use to mark our zones where we expect market reaction, and then of course to trade them. So that's all for this video. That's all for the zones filter, and I will see you next time.